We had 4 multi-homer games on Monday, plus a few rough pitching performances. Let's talk about it next on Fantasy Baseball Today in 5. Welcome into FBT in 5. As always, make sure to follow and stream us on Spotify. Today is Tuesday, July 20th. I am Frank Stanfield, joined by Scott White. And let's start off with Mitch Garver, who in his first game back hit those 2 home runs. He's 50% rostered. Scott, would you consider him a must-add in one catcher leagues?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there are 6 catchers that are basically bulletproof. You stick with them through thick and thin. JT Realmuto. Help me out here. Gary Sanchez is among them. Buster Posey, Wilson Contreras, and Salvador Perez. I think I hit them all.
Maybe. Will Smith.
Will Smith is the other one. Okay. But if you don't have one of those, then Mitch Garver is absolutely somebody you should be pursuing right now. Love seeing him homer twice in his first game back. In June, before getting hurt, he was batting .281 with a 1017 OPS. He had cut his strikeouts way down from the first month of the season and was really looking more like the guy we saw in 2019, who was far and away the best catcher in fantasy on a per game basis. And I think he has as much upside as anyone at the position. So encouraging return. Pick him up if you need a catcher.
An encouraging performance on Monday was Michael Conforto, who also hit two home runs. He has 8 hits and 4 homers over his last 5 games. Scott, we've been telling people to buy low on Michael Conforto. Do you think that window has closed?
I don't know that it's closed. Now, I wouldn't be making a bunch of offers for him today coming off a 2-homer game, but his season-long numbers are still pretty bad. .217 batting average, .718 OPS. So I think there's still definitely a buy low opportunity here with Michael Conforto, and I think it's a good one. Just maybe wait until his next offer. But a lot of the underlying stats look much like they were last year when I think he overperformed, but this year he's obviously underperformed by just as much.
The last one I wanted to talk about was Enrique Hernandez. He's known as Kike Hernandez on some providers as well. He hit 2 home runs on Monday. Over his last 18 games, he's batting .279 with 7 homers, more walks than strikeouts. He's 43% rostered. Scott, are you looking to add Kike Hernandez anywhere?
Just as a hot hand type of play. There's not a lot of upside here. He does get hot for stretches and can look like maybe he's some kind of up-and-comer at a weak position in fantasy, but that never lasts long. If you're looking for more of a long-term option, maybe you go with like a Brendan Rodgers or even like a Nico Horner instead. Strictly a hot hand plays, Enrique Hernandez.
The last name who hit 2 home runs on Monday, you might have heard of him, Juan Soto. He now has 5 home runs over his last 4 games, and he mentioned at the Home Run Derby that he thinks that the Derby was going to help his home run stroke a little bit here in the second half. So far, that looks to be the case. Let's fire up the drop-o-meter for some starting pitchers. Ross Stripling up against the Red Sox. He only recorded 1 out. He gave up 6 earned runs. That's 10 earned runs now over his last 2 starts. 53% rostered is Ross Stripling, Scott. The drop-o-meter.
Oh, let's go about a 9 here. 9 here. I feel bad because I was kind of just dismissing him when he first went on that good run there. In mostly covering June, because I read about how he pitched a pitch tipping issue, and he was a good starter for the Dodgers in past years, but a lot of the it's not like he was missing a lot of bats during that good stretch with the Blue Jays, and it seems like it's all falling apart here. So definitely, Stripling is droppable.
Casey Mize with the Tigers. He has now gone 4 innings pitched or less in 3 straight starts. He's still 84% rostered. Scott, what would you put the drop-o-meter at for Casey Mize?
Only like a 5 for him, because this seems like a plan to help him last through September, pulling back on his innings for now. But part of that plan is then increasing them again, maybe toward the end of July into August. So it's not like Casey Mize is just a 3-4 inning pitcher now. It's a short-term situation. So bench him until you see him start going deep into games again. But he's been reliable enough that I'd hold on to him in most leagues.
The last one is one of your favorites, Scott. Tony Gonsolin up against the Giants, 3 1/3, 5 hits, 3 runs, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts in this start. He has only gone 5 innings pitched in 1 of 7 starts this season. Tony Gonsolin on the drop-o-meter.
I really think you need to hold out. I'm going to go 4 on this one. I think he was trending the right direction before this latest start. When his velocity was down a mile per hour, maybe that becomes an issue, but we'll give him a pass for that for now. The starts have been short, but they've been good recently, and it's why his ERA, even after this start, is 2.83. This is 2 starts in a row now where he's thrown 80 pitches, so he is getting built up here slowly but surely. And with his history, you just look at his numbers from 2019, 2020. That's the starter you want, especially with the Dodgers supporting cast backing him. So hold out for Tony Gonsolin.
For more extensive fantasy baseball coverage, listen to the Fantasy Baseball Today podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, your smart speakers, or anywhere else podcasts are found. And thanks for listening to Fantasy Baseball Today in 5. If you enjoyed the pod, please leave a 5-star review on Apple. We'll be back again tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.